So Charles Prather and Kenny Simmons, congratulations to them for all that hard work they put into those scrums. They've been playing lock almost the entire time. So there we go.
Of course, Toby, he tried to hook the ball, but his foot got caught on it, and he pushed it straight to the other team. So they did steal the scrum. So it is back to being Marist ball.
Welcome to the stream. Sorry, we didn't have the stream on yet, but we have. Tom's got it on now. So thank you for that. And now back down the field. Salette having a hard time again on defense, but as you can see, their tackles are getting better. Peter Agbaperon holds on. There's an offload there. And a good tackle by Salo Cruz. He played in the first 3 games of the preseason, but he didn't play in any season games yet. This is his first season game playing at 9. For the captain, Liam Benson's out currently. So William Fitzpatrick, who was originally playing 9, is now at 10. And Gabe Staffke there steals the ball. A good play, Gabe Staffke with that tackle, that steal. And Salette will get their first possession here. Eamon Martin playing 14, wing. Now Salette has to get their rocket going. Down there with the win, so if they do kick it, it'll be a long kick. Tobias McQuillan. Good hard hit low, gets a couple meters. Connor Hanlon will go for the kick. Kind of a mishap there. Now it's up to the tackling. Lewis Stitman. Superman gets him down. That's what Lewis Stitman's known for. He's the best tackler on the backs. Has the most tackles out of every back by a good 20 or 30 tackles overall. It's good to see Lewis Stitman out there helping out. And a nice hard drive. Eamon Martin throws him down like a rag doll. Gerard Nienamer. A good intimidation factor there and got the forward pass. It'll be a Salette scrum.
Hopefully everything goes right this time, and we'll be able to keep possession of it. Like I said last time, usually we do a pretty good job. It was unfortunate that as soon as I said that, we lost the scrum. But I think this time we'll be able to hold on to it.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. As soon as you said we usually do a good job with scrums, I was like, oh dear, here we go again. Malachi's going to say something's going to go wrong. But you see Salette can win this one. But it is true, they do a pretty good job at scrums most of the time. Salette scrums, Salette had 24 scrums in preseason and normal season games. They've won 19. 4 have been stolen and 1 was lost on a penalty. Salette has 79% with scrums, which is pretty good for a high school team, considering that Salette is also a lot smaller. Tobias McCollum doing a good job with Hooker and everyone else doing a good job keeping the scrum steady.
The Sir officiating at this game is also not nearly as picky as last week's Sir was, but he is still a stickler for the rules. So as you can tell, he's brought up the scrum twice to make sure that everything is safe and stable. So that'll be a factor in this game, just like it was last week. The pickiness of the ref definitely influenced the outcome of the game. So we'll see if that does anything this weekend. Hopefully not, but we'll see. We'll see which way the wind blows.
Hopefully so. Yeah, this goes underway. Salo Cruz from Leon, Mexico puts the ball in. Also doing a good job holding up against the push of Marist, and the ball's out to the backs. William Fitzpatrick finds a hole. Out to Gabe Staffke. Connor Hanlon offloads to Lewis Stitman. Finally gets tackles. Good back play there. Connor Hanlon looked like he was almost going to get tackled out of bounds, but he kept it steady. Charles Prather rumble. The ball's out. Kenny Simmons with some quick thinking picks up the ball. Charles Prather does the same thing as the ball is rolling loosely on the field. Nice fake there from the forwards. And now there's a good kick right past the 50. Good catch from the 15 from Marist. Marcelo Fav gets the tackle right on. And that's a really hard tackle to make, especially in the open field. Good job to Marcelo Fav. Ball's passed out. Tackled down by Tobias McQuillan. Tobias McQuillan leads the team in tackles by a tremendous amount. He has 75 tackles this season, and which is pretty insane. The second most is Titan Esparza with 58. So Toby is really crushing with the tackles. Good to have him on the field. He is where he needs to be, and he will make the tackle. He only missed 4 as well, which is very low. Out to Ian Martin on the wing. Ian Martin cuts inside. Kind of high there from Marist. He gets pulled down. He gets picked back up again. Gerard Nienaber, a quick ruck over along with some other forwards. Solo Cruz, fake inside, fake back out. Charles Prather cuts through the hole. Finally brought down. Solo Cruz again, so it's a quick thinking sidestep. Out, Peter Agbat. Good catch there. It wasn't quite the plan, but Peter had his hands ready. Picked off by Marist. Miscommunication there for the 9, Solo Cruz. Now Marist will retain possession of the ball. So it's got to go on their tackling. Penalty to La Salette. The opposite player dove into the ruck. Fitzpatrick with a quick thinking. Down the field he goes. And puts down a try. Now that's what we want to see from this team here. William Fitzpatrick, quick thinking. Just the Marist team just had no idea it was coming. Quick tap. They weren't back 10. And Fitzpatrick scores the try. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, that's exactly the type of thing that we need to bolster our spirits. I mean, as you saw, like the play that was just right by us just a couple of seconds ago, we had some pretty awesome quick play, a couple of pretty fancy behind the back passes, just lots of good stuff to get it over to the open side, and then William Fitzpatrick definitely took advantage of that opening that they gave him, and he went in. So I think that's not just good on William Fitzpatrick for scoring that, but the entire team for making that opportunity. So definitely showing that our spirits aren't in the dumps just because of that one first try that Marist happened to score on us.
And a good kick there from Connor Hanlon. Put the score. La Salette in the lead, 7-5 here. Listen, La Salette was definitely not downhearted once the ball was stolen. They decided to get that penalty. Got it good. Now Marist will come up very slowly yet surely.
Seems like Marist might be figuring out that the quick game is usually what wins La Salette games. So they're definitely taking their time getting everything set up. They're not going to leave anything to chance now. So that's good on their part, not leaving anything to chance. So kudos to them for being disciplined even when they've been scored upon.
Kenny Simmons breaks into contact, gets around the 40-meter line. Ryland Ta, shifty, is tackled. Now Ryland Ta usually plays a flanker position, but seems that the last game he played number 1, a prop, because Braden Wall was out, but now he was put back to his original position. Eamon Martin with the poach steals it right back for La Salette. Ryland Ta. Peter Agbat getting low at the ruck. Good job by Peter. And back out to the backs. Gamestown gets to Lewis Tittman. Back out. Something wasn't there. Gamestown puts it out. Titan Esparza picks it up and decides to kick it. Goes into touch right around 35, 40-meter line. Titan Esparza kicked it out of it was inside the 22. A dangerous position to be in if the other team tackled him and stole the ball. Would have been detrimental. So Titan Esparza, quick thinking, kicked the ball as far as he could into touch with a little notice. Good job by Titan Esparza. Good strategy and good quick thinking.
Yeah, I can even hear on the sideline somebody asking like, "Oh, why'd he kick it like that? That was horrible." And it's like, well, actually, no, it wasn't horrible. When the wind is blowing, it's going to blow before you kick, during your kick, and after your kick. So once you've already started swinging, the ball is going to kind of move. So it just kind of popped off his foot. Maybe it didn't go as far as he wanted, but it went as far as it needed to. So it wasn't a bad tactical move at all in any sense.
Good job by Titan. be a Marist slide out. First slide out of the day. Looks like it's a full man line out. Every single forward is in the line out. Marist will win it. They ran it out to the backs. Big number 12 gets tackled down by Braden Wall. And Lassa sits up to the line. And Marcella Fem again, a good tackle. That's what I like to see from Marcella Fem, is active tackles. And here's Lewis Dittman with the poach. And Lassa will get the penalty. McQuillan, quick tap, goes. Ball was playing around there. Good play. It looks like the Marist guys got mixed up in there. Go back to the penalty advantage. Because the sir is not sure what monkey business was going on there. Fitzpatrick takes down on the right side of the field. Quick stop there. Gets out to Eamon Martin. Eamon Martin cuts back inside. Keep breaking on the sound. Keeps breaking more tackles and finally gets tackled down. Lost leg, quick rucking over. Gabe Staffke passes it out to Connor Hanlon on the wing side. Lefebvre uses some speed, turns on some more speed. Finally gets tackled down. Right around inside the 22-meter line. Got to Kenny Simmons. Finally tackle Peter Egbat-Perrone. Rumble. Lost that with some hard rucking over. Here's Braden Wall going in for a second one. And he gets it. Braden Wall from Texas somewhere. Everything's bigger in Texas, and that was a big moment by Braden Wall. Getting that try. And it will be a difficult kick for Connor Hanlon with a strong wind pushing the ball forward. He'll have to judge this one pretty well. A hard kick to make.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting. But once again, let's prove that running straight into contact is more worthwhile than trying to run back and forth and juke out the other people, because that was just a bunch of just running into contact, pushing them back, running into contact, pushing them back. So it's definitely good for us. I mean, yeah, it kind of hurts when you run into a big guy, but it definitely pays off, especially with the tries. You know, it's the tries that win the game, and it's the getting tackled that wins the game. So.
Right. Jack Martin holding the tee for Connor to kick. It's windy, the ball can fall off. That's going to make it even harder for Connor. He's kicking. High kick. It's good. Connor Hanlon. What an amazing stupendous kick there. Simply beautiful. Connor XT. Just another day. Connor Hanlon. Bears get after getting their drink of water, coming back outside. Lost like getting ready to receive the ball and keep punching in some tries. On the bench also over there, we got Gordon Bordos, one of the managers. We got subs Seamus Hanlon, Nicholas Kellerman, Henry Betts, Andrew Sick, Samuel Betts, Daniel Sullivan, Joseph Cadano, and a couple others who I cannot see. But a kickoff because of the wind, ball's in. Kenny Simmons catches it, brings it back to the ground. Quick thing out to the backs. Eamon Martin on the wing. Lays one guy low. Now close to the action. Jardier looking over. Charles Prather pops it out to Kita Ikechukwu Agbapo. He breaks the tackle. And all gets brought down, bringing it past the 50-meter line. Charles Prather. Right around the same line. Pass it out to Fitzpatrick, to Gabe Staffke, to Lewis Dittman, out to Marcelo Fem on the wing. With some speed, he gets tackled. Lewis Dittman crashes. Lost like getting nice and low at their rucks. Good form. Beautiful form. Ball's lost. due to some monkey business. Down the field, chased by Ryland Ta. And Brady won't get him into touch. Those are the kind of mistakes that could not be happening.
Yeah, I couldn't really see from this angle, but it looked like somebody tried a little behind-the-back pass, and it wasn't quite right, and the other team read it, and they stole the ball and made a run for it. I mean, luckily, our defense was prepared, so they were ready to tackle him, but they definitely made some serious meterage. So we really can't be letting that happen. We can't be going for the cool passes when a simple pass will do.
Another line out. And lost something, was not back 10 or something. And made a big line out. It's also quite humid today, 66% humidity, or at least that is for someone who lived in Arizona for 5 years of his life. But here's Gabe Snapke breaking ankles down the field. Now he's got one more to deal with. Fakes the pass, cuts inside. He's being chased, but can he get it? Out to Eamon Martin, cuts inside. Can't get the ankle tap. Eamon Martin cuts inside, and he's going for the center of the try zone. Marist gives up as they walk back. What a play there from La Salette. Brilliant run by Gabe Snapke as we saw that pass fake that drew the defender off him. Just simply brilliant. He passed him up when there was one more guy on him. Got it right out to Eamon Martin. Eamon Martin was right there. Nice hard run for them both. Good teamwork, good communication. Just a good play, good run. Gabe Snapke and Eamon Martin with the try.
Yeah, that's just about as good of a combination of players that you can get. I mean, come on, Gabe Snapke with I mean, that was pretty brilliant. His little pass fake, and then the other guy just completely fell for that. You know, just opened up a circle about a mile wide for him to run through. And then Gabe, realizing that it probably isn't going to work again, so he just offloaded it to the speedier and bulkier Eamon Martin, who just absolutely burned the other guy's ankles. So that was quite fantastic to watch. Also, it was great watching the other guy snap his ankles. That was quite hilarious.
Connor Hanlon gets the kick, 3 for 3 today, 100%, probably his best day yet. Sam Betts runs over to get the ball out of the cornfields in Mr. Hart's area. Dangerous watches those, or should I say dangerous cornfields. Either way, they just added an impression. Now here we are, back again with Marist walking up to their tries. So La Salette already at 21 points. Marist only has 5. Marist may look intimidating when they first start off with their humongous size, but La Salette uses the speed game. It's bicycle, good handles there. Gets put to the ground. Here's Sala Cruz. It's Charles Prather. Looks for an outlet, kind of gets tackled, looks for an offload. Peter Agback can't hold on to the ball. Sometimes it's just better to go down. Now stolen, advantage given to the Marist players. Now, here's Charles Prather and Ryland Ta, team tackle. And here we have Mr. Prather is here today also. Kenny Simmons gets a trip up. Gerard Niedemer is able to help out holding on. Solo Cruz fishes off. Solo Cruz pushing in. Will his teammates help? His teammates help. They push in. Looking for that counter ruck win. Can they get it? They get it. Good Solo Cruz there. What a play. Patrick tries a little kick. Kind of blocked. Received by Marcel Lefebvre though. So quick thinking, lost let ruck over. Foul pass out, Braden Wall. Laslette's going too far back towards their try zone. Solid Cruz refusing to go down with a stout hot. They form a maul. Laslet taking advantage of the situation. They finally go down. And Laslet needs to get it out to the backs. Penalty awarded to Marist. Laslet was not releasing. Also has to release the ball when he gets tackled. Good tackle there from Aiden Martin and Kenny Simmons. Kenny Simmons having a better day tackling here. Usually he isn't quite on the spot, but today he's doing pretty good. Same thing with Aiden Martin. Aiden Martin usually doesn't have very many tackles because he's out in the wing or fullback, but right now he's in the frame more. Gerard Nienaber some aggressive tackling with Tobias McQuillan. They were on him like a duck on a June bug, as Mr. Kitten would say. Charles Prather, nice slow tackle, good form. That's what we like to see with this Lost team, the fundamentals. Kenny Simmons again, hangs on. Helped him by Tobias McQuillan. Well, Gabe Stafke pulls down again. And Lost will get a penalty, not releasing. Head looking to kick the touch with this swing. He can go pretty far. And far it goes indeed. See what the touch judge says. It went past the 50. He's still going. Yeah, it's right around the 45 meter line.
Yeah, we're lucky that Marist committed that penalty. I mean, just off of Peter's knock on just a couple minutes ago, that's what started the whole fiasco. He knocked it on. They got possession of the ball, and they were able to flip it around really fast and get looks like almost 30 meters off of just that one little knock on. So it's definitely important that we're not knocking it on. We just the wind is against us sometimes, but you got to just grab the ball, put it in the basket, as Father Bevan would say. You really got to get a grip on it, or else bad things happen. Luckily this time they equaled it out with a penalty that we took advantage of. That's a good thing, but we really can't let that happen.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. Peter Ragbad, just rookie mistakes. Second time playing varsity here. Second time starting.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's definitely nothing against Peter. It's just mindset kind of.
And here's Patrick back out to the backs. Marcelo Fev can't really get a hold of the ball. Even Martin dies against it. The sir will call the knock on. It's also hard for a pass. It's also kind of hard to pass against real hard wind and calculations and stuff. So I see the pass is kind of high. Marcel's arms can barely get around it.
Yeah, whereas in a normal wind situation, you just you touch the ball and it would stay in your hands. But now it's like you touch the ball and the wind is like, nope, yoinks it out in front of you. So that's definitely not helpful. So
the nope stick smacks the ball right out of your hands. And we'll have yet another scrum, Marist's first scrum. Crouch bind set.
Toby tries to steal it, but he just couldn't quite get it.
Almost had to get a foot on it. The ball's passed out. 10, 12, 13 in wing. Marcelo Fev on his case. And Marcelo Fev succeeds in getting on the case along with Lewis Dittman. Now there's a breakaway for the 9. And good tackle to touch there from Williams Patrick. Chasing him down. There was a good offload there from the Marist player to the other Marist player. But the sir will call penalty for not releasing the tackler. Goal line. Now this is goal line defense. It's kind of stressful. They gotta hit hard, hit well, push forward. Don't let them go any more forward than Lost Land advances. And yes, they will get that tackle. Lost Land's aggressive counter-rucking again. But the problem with counter-rucking is it will leave holes. No try. The back's thought they had it, but no, not yet. Pushing it hard. And the sir will call the try. Or will he? He calls held up. The usual call. Lost Salette field. Held up is usually what Lost Salette does. So they let the guy get tackled on him and can't place the ball on the ground. Results in held up.
Yeah, Gerard Nienaber and Charles Prather are especially good at worming their way in between the ball and the ground to keep the other team from scoring. So it's definitely a strange talent, but it's a very helpful talent.
Ball bounces around, stays inside. The chase. Fitzpatrick directing the troops. Gets a tackle. Right on the outside. Going for the poach. Salette almost gets it. Can they get it? Can they get it? They get it. They poach it. Salette, quick play. Peter Ackbath Perone. Marist intentional knock on. Now they're real close. Gerard Niedimer gets a hand on it. He's able to hold it, offload. And the serve will call forward pass. And there'll be a scrub to Marist. That's the problem there with all the offloads. There can be very dangerous ones when there's a lot of offloads going on. Sometimes it's kind of nerve-wracking when there's so many offloads going on and you're watching the game. It's just like, oh man, more room for mistakes there. And especially when the offloads are farther away and they're more deliberate when they just fly around. So that's one thing they need to worry about.
Yeah, definitely.
Sir discussing something with the coach.
You know, Marist has an interesting history, not as a rugby program too, but just as a school. It was started like over 100 years ago. Originally, the Bishop of Peoria had asked the Brothers Teachers, which is its own order, to start a school, and just for all boys, but they had to politely reject his request because they already had 17 schools in the district that they were already taking care of. So the bishop looked around and he found the Brothers of Mary, or the Marist brothers, and they took on the task, and for a couple hundred, or not a couple hundred, but for 100 years they've been teaching boys the Catholic faith and all that good stuff. So here we are going against them, the good Society of St. Pius X boys going against the Marist brother boys. So there's that aspect to this game as well, not just the one school versus another. So I definitely think that's an interesting point.
Indeed. The Marist will get their scrum and they pass it out. They immediately go on the run. And they get it out, it's bounced around. Pass was too high there. Salette is able to tackle him down. And Salette has a serious position here on this field. Salette gets the penalty. Not releasing. Fitzpatrick dives in and scores the try. More quick thinking for Fitzpatrick. That's the play we all know and love. Oak Grove, Minnesota. William Fitzpatrick, another try. Tom Staffke pumping his fists in happiness.
Connor Hanlon's got another kick with the wind going for him, so this should be a breeze. Ha ha, pun intended. But
that was a real knee slapper, Malachi.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm really good at those.
Jack Martin again, holding the ball down. We also have a Salette Rugby alumni here. Alumnus, sorry for all you Latin speakers. Jonathan Sullivan is on the premises. And Connor Hanlon will proceed to be 4 for 4 today, 100%. And yes, he is a 100th percentile kicker. He's better than 10 out of 10. Marist looking a bit more frantic here as the clock is ticking low here in the first half. About 2 or 3 minutes left. Salette starts off with a penalty for one reason or another. They appear offside talking. So Sala Cruz will quick tap and get the ball moving. Kenny Simmons. Good hard hit there. So you can see one of the Marist guys was shaking his hand and trying to get the feeling back after Kenny knocked the life out of it. And gets an obstruction. Salette penalized. All that's in Marist. Lewis Dittman tackles one. penalty. Peter Agbaparone diving in the ruck. Aggressive move there. Good move from Peter. Shows good aggression and goodwill. Lewis Tittman will get the tackle on the same guy. Peter Agbaparone will show his vigor again to get back on the field. McQuillan. Good clear. Another penalty. Peter Agbaparone not rolling away.
Yeah, we're definitely starting to see the pickiness in this ref come out. I mean, maybe the ref didn't see it, but I certainly saw Peter trying his best to get out, and he even did get out before he tackled the other guy.
He was trying to get out, but I think the reason was because Tobias McQuillan, when he was clearing through, Peter was still there lying on the ground, and the guy was right behind Peter, so I think it might have been a dangerous position Peter was in. So he decided to take the safe route and just call the penalty so that people would know not to do that again.
Yeah, there's always that.
But Peter again getting those tackles down there. And again, it's a back. Gerard Niedeemer and Kenny Simmons. They're working hard, ran around the goal line. This is where every tackle matters. Ball's dropped. But it looks like Marist had advantage. Offsides. So they'll get the penalty again. Salette will have to play some more good, hard defense. Bears trying hard to get in there. They're getting close now. See if they can get it. And it's held up again, yet again. La Salette, another day, just holding it up. As usual. Now Marist is learning a lesson from La Salette here. If you just hold up every try, then well, you know, the other team doesn't score and try to get all upset and frustrated. And there will be a halftime now. And we will see you at the beginning of the second half. I'm Elijah Hall.
And this is Malcolm Martin. See you then.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this second half of this beautiful game, La Salette versus Marist, third season game of the season. And I'm here with Malachi Martin yet again. Malachi, how are you? And what do you think of this first half going into the second?
Well, to answer the first question, I'm fine. And to answer the second one, we've done a pretty good job both on offense and on defense. Of course, on defense, we have let a couple runs get through, so they did score once, and we have let them have a lot of meterage, which we luckily held up the try that was inevitable at the end. So they haven't scored off of those, but defense is slightly lacking. But our offense has been great with some pretty good fake passes, some pretty good shifting, a lot of good runs. So it's definitely been a good first half, but now we are playing against the wind, so we're playing in Marist position now, so it'll definitely make it a little bit harder for La Salette, but we'll definitely see what happens. Although the wind does seem to be picking up a little bit, and the clouds are getting a little bit heavier, a little bit more menacing, so it'll be interesting to see if it starts raining.
And La Salette gets the kickoff. Gerard Niedever receives. Subbing in for Marcelo Fenn, we got Samuel Betts. Seems to be the only sub this half. Ball's already stolen here. They're going with the forwards. Team tackle there by three juniors. Peter, Agbat Brown, Massicle, and Gerard Niedever. Niedever goes on and gets the second tackle. Okay, also getting low. McQuillan. Good drive. But the ball is offloaded. Kind of confused me there too. Seems like it confused the team as well. Ball is offloaded without sight. Now Harris is already inside their 22. La Salette back 10. Offsides. So La Salette's getting a lot of penalties here. In the first half-ish and the second. Starting off not very good with the penalties. Marist is doing their backs again.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of teams that we go against don't really even realize that their backs exist. They like to use their forwards a lot, try to smash through the defensive line, but Marist seems to like to get the ball out a little bit, get it to the edges. That's how they've made a lot of their breakaways.
And Marist is starting with the try this half. Hopefully it'll just be like last half where they start off with the try right off the bat, and then La Salette just comes and crushes.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of times La Salette will just like allow something at the very beginning. The other team gets their hopes up, and then we score a bunch after it and kind of squash that into the ground. I mean, it's a little bit dangerous, but I guess it does add a little pizzazz, a little bit of razzle dazzle to the game.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's pretty much a shoe-in for the Marist kicker. The wind's with him, and he's directly in front of the uprights. So
practically impossible to miss unless you are a certain person who I have in mind who I will not mention.
Unless you're really bad, or you're Gerard Niedever as a freshman. That was really bad. He's gotten a lot better.
Most definitely. But that was also a drop kick. That wasn't even a tee kick. Drop kicks are stranger to do, especially off short notice. Kick's good. The other line judge is already in the field because he already knows what's going to come, and he goes to get the ball.
Yeah, La Salette runs up to kick off a lot faster than Marist did after they'd been scored on.
Connor Hanlon, high to the wind. The wind 10 meters in the air, so the sir lets it go. And the wind pushed it back. Charles Prazik, smart play, catches it. Tate Esparza. Ball is tipped. Kind of a not very smart offload there into traffic. Marist will get the ball yet again. Gerard Niedever looking to get low. Can't really get him as he walks over Ryland Ta. Fitzpatrick's able to get the tackle down there. Kenny Simmons again with Charles Prather, the dynamic duo. And the back into the backs for our Nienaber. With the tackle. Cole can't really get that low tackle off the side, but Solo Cruz does. And the circle's not really away. Solo Cruz was stuck inside, couldn't get out, but sometimes Sir will call that. A cool and a clutch tackle down there with Ryland Taw. Preventing a more than likely try. Also needs to get more time on the clock. It's only been about 5 minutes and New Trier has scored and now close to scoring again. Braden Wall hanging on. There's an offload there. Kenny Simmons, good tackle. Tighten Esparza and Gerard Nienaber. As you can see, Gerard Nienaber is holding onto the ball right now, so if the player were to fall forward, Gerard would be underneath the ball. Good, nice tackle there. A nice low one from Titan Esparza. Now they're getting ever closer. The sir calls. The sir calls a penalty for talking against Marist. Second warning. And looks like Seamus Hanlon coming in for hooker for Tobias McQuillan. Seamus Hanlon will be his second appearance on a varsity field. Last time he played against New Trier, he played number 3 prop. He did quite a good job. Good tackles. Not very many missed tackles, and had some good steals. And no, he didn't have any penalties, so good solid player to have on the field. His brother Connor, good nice kick against the wind. Marist lets it bounce. And really have to go to tackle. Peter Agbap will get the first one. Marist again. Tackled down. And then they get out to the backs. Here's a 12, found the hole. Braden Wall was there and brought him down. Also trying to counter-ruck there to steal the ball, and they do. I don't know if they can get that. Penalty awarded to Marist. Ball's passed out. Lewis Dittman on the case. And Marist gets in yet another try.
Yep, and the score is now 17-28. Lost Lead is up, but yeah, it's the penalties and the missed tackles that are really killing us right now. I mean, you know, they're a slightly larger team, just like every other team that we face off against, and they're doing a pretty good job of using their backs and their forwards equally. So they'll hit us with a couple of big guys running into our defense, and then we'll have to send a couple people just to take them down, and then it opens up a hole, and they do an excellent job exploiting those holes. At least they have lately. But
kick's good.
Really, the only way that Lost Lead defense can cope with that is just being the faster, more well-conditioned team. Also, we cannot afford any of these penalties. You know, even though some of them they're not our fault, but you know that's just how the world turns. You know, you got to roll with the punches, and you can't commit anything that you could have helped. You just can't afford to do that. You know, we got a couple points on them, but it doesn't last forever. You really gotta stay disciplined. You gotta go that extra 2.5 miles.
right, and it looks like there's a Connor Hanlon kicking off. A nice one. It's a no man's land, popped up. And Martin looking to get that first tackle. There's an offload. Just the field. Also looking to get a tackle there. Found right down by Kenny Simmons yet again. And we see the Gerard Nienaber with the steal. That was a mistake that Marist made that will do them harm. Now we'll see Lost Lake retain possession of the ball. Here's Eamon Martin. Hangs onto the ball and places it down. Kenny Simmons. And he's down. And they're going crashing again with Ryland Ta offload Gerard Nienaber. Seamus Hanlon, a good ruck over, nice and low. Down out to the backs again. Connor Hanlon cuts inside, breaks some ankles. Connor Hanlon gonna get offload. Couldn't quite get it. Now there's balls bouncing around everywhere, and there will be Sir says there's a knock-on by La Salette first. Which is kind of confusing because Connor Hanlon tossed it into the Marist player's hands and it went forward. But what the Sir says goes. So there will be a knock-on to Marist.
Another good tight scrum, but once again, as soon as I say anything good about it, the Sir calls it back up.
And they're awarded a free kick. And they take the run on. Good tackle from Chuck Prather. A nice C tackle from Lewis Tittman. Charles Prather goes to get the poach. Wasn't there. Back to the forwards. Seamus Hanlon and Kenny Simmons get team tackle. Working together. And a nice forward tackle there from an anonymous person who is currently underneath a very big body. Brandon Wall. Yes, it is. Chuck Prather, a nice aggressive clear there. And some more tackling going on. Yes, this is what we like to see. Tackle, 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 tackle. Ryland Toggins and through the passing lane. Knocks it forward, but Marist will take the ball again. Falls back out. Seamus Hanlon hangs on and gets the tackle. Helped him by Peter Agbaparot. Balls up. And Martin. Good tackle. Gerard Nienaber and Titus Sparsa. Marist is making some very slow progress here. Due to Lasso's good tackling. Barely missing any. It's a good wrapping there. Ryland Ta for Arcadia, California. Held out by Kenny Simmons yet again. And there will be another penalty awarded to the Marist. Marist will keep the touch. quite a few families here from different places in Missouri. We got the Whiteheads to 6. There are some Sullivans, of course, as usual. Also, the Prathers are here as well, watching Charles. And, of course, the usual Illinois families, such as the Hayeses and the Cahills, the Shreks and the Wilsons, here watching the rugby game. Ball out to the backs. Down forward by Fitzpatrick. He almost had the interception there. So you see the little frustration. Kind of like that football quarterback that Fitzpatrick sees himself. Charles Prather, nice strong tackle. Off of Lewis Dittman, wraps around. Gets him down. Good communication from the backs of La Salette. Brandon Wall, good tackle on a big man. La Salette's line is doing a really good job. Very good job of filling in holes. Got a lot of guys to get through, committing to tackles. And here we go, another team tackle, push forward. Brandon Wall gets his hands on it. Poach. Attaboy, Braden. And what will the sir call? He calls the penalty or La Salette. Fitzpatrick runs inside. Lewis Dittman. Lewis Dittman with a stiff arm. Loses the ball in contact. Connor Hamill will get the tackle and put him down. Penalty awarded to Marist, diving in the ruck. Yet again, another opportunity. Kind of pushed down. Now Marist will retain the ball again. Marist is very good at keeping the ball, not losing it. And when they do lose it, they get it back again pretty well. Gerard Niedemer, aggressive dive in. But no. He'll be back 10. La Salette with another penalty. They will kick the touch. Right inside the 22-meter line.
It'll be another Marist lineout, and they're very good at their lineouts. They really haven't lost any to us so far, so I don't think that we'll be able to get possession of it. But just with their offense, they push us just a little bit each time. We've been doing a pretty good job, but it seems like we do well, and then we break down. So we're really going to have to just pick it back up.
This wind is blowing in quite a few clouds from where it is blowing towards. So it could be raining anytime. Charles Prather gets the poach. That's what La Salette needs. Oh no, another penalty. Not releasing. Kind of a fishy call there, but sometimes the ref sees things that our naked eyes cannot. Just good case in there. Chance to get something done. Fitzpatrick goes to tackle the touch. Can't quite get it. Offsides. Some more tackling. Ryland Todd getting low. Along with Gabriel Staffke. And the ball's held up yet again. So we see in La Salette, Thomas Mackey giving a standing ovation. stuff going on.
Yeah, it'll be a drop kick at the goal line, so that'll be a little bit difficult because the wind is against them. So that'll be definitely not really a hindrance to the Marist, other than they didn't get a try on this time. So, you know, the first half was definitely our half. It was all rounds go to La Salette, but for the second half, Marist is definitely picking it up. You know, we're not. You know, just our defense just isn't really keeping up with their offense. Just their they break through. Maybe they don't even go all the way, but they eventually do get tackled. But, you know, there's those couple meters add up every time. And so far it's added up to we're knocking at our doorstep, knocking at the try zone. I mean, are you seeing anything that I'm not seeing? That's pretty much all I'm seeing.
Yeah, defense is, I think defense is pretty good against strong tackles, but of course all those penalties, not allowing Losslet to get anything on any possession. It's kind of hard there for Losslet to get the ball. Do they poach it? They'll do like a good defensive play, steal the ball, cause a turnover, then they'll lose it right off the bat because of some mistakes and off miscommunication. But when Losslet's defense right now, though, it is quite good, I would say. So they need to limit the penalties, and good things can happen.
Yeah, those penalties are definitely killing us, you know. So it's times like these that you wish that the refs weren't quite so old and knowledgeable about rugby. You know, most refs would let, I don't know what percentage, but I'm just going to pull one, say, I don't know, 25% of these, some of these so-called nonsense calls that I'm sure they're based in the rugby law, but most refs would have let them go, and we just happened to get one of the older, wiser, meaner ones today.
About 16 or so minutes left in this game. And it's getting even more windy, as you can probably tell. Malachi and I cannot even hear ourselves. I can't even know if you guys can hear us or not. But
yeah, I definitely wouldn't blame you if you just muted your computer or whatever you're watching this on, because this feedback from the wind is quite obnoxious, even just to us. So I can only imagine what it is like for the viewers at home.
We will not feel at all.
Or in the case that the varsity team is watching this in the basement of Olaf, then I feel really bad for you guys. Might as well just mute it, because this is quite painful.
But Connor handled nice, do a nice deep kick, goes into touch. And what is the call there? Scrub at the 5 meter for Marist. Yeah, that was. Now, I don't know if Connor Hale was going for touch or if he knew there was going to be a scrub there, but because of that, Connor Halen probably should have kicked it on the other side of the goalpost if he wanted to kick it that way. And now there'll be a scrub there, giving Marist an extreme advantage. Or Losslet's here. If they could get a held up call, that'd be ideal. If Losslet can still scrub, they can get an 8-man pick right on the top, quick off the scrub. Losslet pushing hard, right around the try zone. Push it back. They gotta push it back. Crashing in. Forward, take it down. Kenny Simmons, good tackle. Losslet a nice hard line. Right in the try zone. What will the sir call? The sir calls. Drum roll, drum roll. He calls it's held up. Yet again, Salette. That defense again. That is how they roll. Now we'll see if Connor Hallen learned his lesson. He's still kicking from the same spot. Maybe he's going to kick in a different direction. switches places. Sends a nice little bouncer kick. Lewis Dittman, a nice tackle. Charles Prather couldn't really quite get there. Solo Cruz hangs on, raises him down finally. A switch pass. A Los Angeles to get their goal line defense going now. They need to get a poach or a penalty or something. Marist does a good job at playing clean, no penalties. And Stern gives them the try. Even though there were quite a few lost at arms under that ball. Stern calls a try. That's getting quite close, 28-24. If there's a now at this conversion, Marist could only be down by a kick. Laughlin has not scored this second half at all.
Yeah, from the time that Marist brought it up to the goal line and then put it in, there was only 4 phases, so they only tried to smash in 4 times before they found an opening and they set it in. But the average for today's game is actually 6 phases from the time that they reach the goal line to when they punch it in. So I'm not sure if we're just getting tired or if they just happen to get lucky this time. But it's definitely saying something for the Lions.
That's right. About 8 minutes and 50 seconds left here in this second half. Left in the game total. On this windy day. It's 72 degrees. Storm coming in from the north, the south. And yes, of course, the 25 mile per hour winds. The kick is good. Also going to set up again. It's a close one. They can't have any mistakes they want to get anywhere.
Yeah, something at times like these that the Lions get a little bit angry. They maybe make a few more mistakes, but it's also times like these that they get angry and they make a lot less mistakes and they hit harder and they ruck more violently, So it can definitely go one of two ways. But of course, if you have a ref that's constantly calling penalties against you, it makes the mistakes more likely.
It is kind of frustrating when you have a ref who calls almost everything, especially for a team that gets called on. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes it will be frustrating, but in the end game, that's just how things are going to go. We have to deal with it. When the ball's loose, Braden Wall gets the steal. Goes for some hard running. Bit high there for the 12. And a good clear by Titan. They charge it through. Got to get that rucking low. Laughlin hasn't been on offense in quite a bit. I bet they're glad. William Fitzpatrick burning down the sideline. They can't touch him. He comes back inside. Right, he's trying to get anything he can. And cuts back to the middle. Fitzpatrick again. Just absolutely superb. Just amazing as always. Down to try.
And that is exactly what the Lions needed at this point in the game. See, that's divine providence right there.
That's divine providence right there. William Fitzpatrick, angel from the sky, playing 10. That's right. That's how he rolls. He may be from Minnesota, which is a place that's probably not heaven, but he's still. Sorry, Tom, but he's got it in him, and he comes down and saves us.
Yeah. Speaking of heaven, you know that St. Thomas Aquinas said that hell might be frozen over. It might be cold, not actually hot. Now Minnesota's not exactly in Siberia, but I've noticed that there's a lot of frozen ponds up there. Just saying.
It is the land.
Anyways, that was an amazing run. That was exactly what we needed. Yep. And Connor makes the kick. The wind dies down just for him. So it's while we don't have any smashing lead, this is definitely one step closer towards the end of the game, one step closer towards a winning score at the end of the game. So
5 minutes and 30 seconds left here, approximately. Of course, the Sir has the actual time.
Yeah, and it's we've got enough time left in the game to score a couple more times, maybe just one or two more times, and cement it. But it's also enough time to make more penalties and let the other team have it. So it's in no way over.
Connor Hanlon has iced the game pretty much. I don't know if Marist can get 2 tries in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. That's what they need to win. Even if they do score again, make their kick, they'll still be down by 2. But the ball is going back to La Salette. Salette Cruz, breaks some ankles, breaks some more ankles. Sablito Cruz, Alcántar makes him out there at 20 meters. Pretty good. And ball's back out. Charles Prather breaks some more tackles, cuts inside. Smart man doesn't offload the ball. Fitzpatrick he kind of didn't really get it there, but Marist will get the ball back. And they have the win, so they may try and kick it. But it looks like they're going to try and go with their forwards. Time limited. What will the Sir call? Sir calls the knock on William Fitzpatrick. The scrum. The time does not go off for scrums, so this will kill more time, hopefully, for La Salette, giving them a chance to have an easier time to win. Let's get that W.
Scrum's going. It looks like the ref is liking it so far. He gives the go-ahead. The ball goes in. Marist retains possession.
Out to the back. It's already a mistake there. Sir Stacy went backwards. Now La Salette has to get that tackling back in action. Get it hard. Oh, there we go. Eamon Martin. Absolutely savage as Kenny Simmons goes and tries to use his soccer skills. Get the ball out. But either way, it will be a knock-on. Friend tendencies. And so I guess there will not be a knock-on, and this will call a penalty for Marist. Time off.
Yeah, well, it was definitely once again a great try by William Fitzpatrick and a good run by Salette Cruz right afterwards. It's unfortunate that we did have that little knock on. He couldn't quite get his hands on it out of the ruck, and he did knock it on. We didn't do too badly off that scrum, so we didn't lose too much. I think that the fire might still be going. We could still see things happen even after this stoppage in play, this penalty that we've committed. So.
Right. La Salette ready for everything. Spreading out to the left and the right. Getting ready for a tackle. Time's back on. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. La Salette charge. Out to the wing. Salette Cruz. There's a bit of a fumble there. He doesn't call the poach. Ball's out. Gets it for Charles Prather. Drives it back and down. La Salette with the struggle. That got tight as far as a good tackle. There's an offload. Braden Wall. He's pushing him. Couldn't quite get him out of bounds. Lewis Dittman. They're going to try to get it out left. Here's our new neighbor. By Lewis Dittman and Pierre Agbaperon getting that tackle. They do the kick. Now Connor Hanlon has to get a hand on that. There's the speed coming there from Marist. Connor Hanlon kind of Doesn't really know what to do, but thankfully he's got the jukes. Lasso will get the ball with some difficulty. Has to clear some Marist players off. Marist steals it. Sir doesn't call any penalties. Marist down their sideline. And Lasso needs to tackle him out of bounds. Gerard Nienibber gets it close. This is when Lasso has to get some hard hitting. Again, if Salette does allow a try, they will still be up. And even if they do make a conversion, they'll still be up by 2. But still, that can't happen. Salette now fighting there. And they fight hard. Lasso gets the ball. And the ball's knocked on yet again. Some serious nerves here from Salette. Looks like their hands are a bit fidgety. The ball gone forward a bit.
Yeah, it seems like every time that we get the ball, there's some sort of knock on or a penalty. Maybe we're just trying to go at it too fast. You know, we are pretty close to our try zone, so it would make sense to try to get the ball out as fast as we can, which is going to cause some knock-ons, especially with the wind against us. But you know, a scrum isn't the worst thing that could happen as a penalty. You know, so we don't have to go back 10. We can push against it, and we have an opportunity to steal the ball. And our hookers are usually decent at stealing the ball, and we've got solid scrums. So it's not the end of the world. And hopefully our back line can act as a good buffer to pick up anybody that might grab the ball and get past the forwards.
Now, as you can see on the scoreboard, the time has run out. The Sur's time is probably still going, probably for only another 30 seconds or so. But if Lasso can steal it, all they need to do is get the ball out, kick the ball out of bounds, and that will be game for them. Lasso almost gets the steal. The Sir calls something else.
It's the rotation of the scrum went past 90 degrees. That is a penalty, so it went too far. So it'll just be a re-scrum.
And if time has run out, if Marist does score, that will be game, and Lasso will come out with the victory either way. But a good way to ice the win there. William Fitzpatrick with that try. Brilliant down the sideline. Now Salette. Seamus Hanlon takes it down. Guess there still must be time. They're just running in with their forwards, it seems. Forward crashes. Breda Wall takes it inside, gets it down. Sir calls another penalty against Salette. Seems like everyone's used to it now that have a penalty call against them, so they just get back in line to tackle. Sir calls another penalty. High tackle. Right on the line. Bit of a mess up there on the offload from Marist. Also back to playing goal line defense. Sir calls yet another penalty against Salette. Underneath. The Sir calls held up yet again. Salette with like 5 held ups this game. Quite good from the defense there. There'll be a goal line drop. Yeah, the time should have run out.
Yeah, so this might be the last dead ball, or it looks like he's allowing play to go on, so maybe there's on his watch a
Connor
bit
Halen
more.
just kicks it out. What? And there will be a scrum. Yes. Nope, there will be a scrum.
Yeah, it's looking like the Sir is going to let the game go on for a couple more minutes. He's not calling the end of the game at these dead balls, so that just gives us a bit more to talk about the game. You know, we're definitely having an opportunity to excel at our scrums. You know, we're having lots of opportunity for that. There's been several scrums throughout the game for both teams. It's not just us, but you know, a lot of them have been right at our goal line after kicks like these. So it's definitely giving the back line an opportunity to, you know, practice being prepared. Just like that right there. They were prepared for that run, and they got him down right before he scored a try.
There's a try. Marist scored. (35-31). Marist is going to make the kick. They're going to do the kick. See if they can make it or not.
Yeah, this shouldn't be too difficult of a kick. It'll bring it up probably, most likely, to 35-33. We'll see if the Sir calls the game at that. But if he doesn't, then it'll be another kickoff to them, and we'll be kicking against the wind. So more than likely, the Marist rugby team will be able to march it down into our half. But, you know, the Lions are looking a little bit tired. They're not usually looking tired. And he does call the game. It's a good end to a good game. We started off well in the first half. The second half we were super tired, it seemed. You know, a lot of penalties, a lot of bad stuff. Not entirely our fault, but not entirely not our fault, if you see what I mean. Anyways, it was a good game. It ended just in time. And anyways, right after this, we'll have the JV game versus Marist, so we'll see you then. This is Malachi, and
I'm Elijah Hall, and we'll see you then.